from Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We are on Joy News on TV. My name is Selina Ampo, as Easy said, and this evening, have we returned to the era of Dumsor? And what have you been saying about the Emil Short Commission sitting today? And some Ghanaian women shared their crazy pregnancy cravings with us. Mana, let's start with the Accra Regional Police Commander, who has rejected accusations that a district commander in whose jurisdiction the bloody by-election unfolded was sidelined in security plans. DCOP Patrick Edusei Sapon said the East Legon District Police Commander DSP George Asare was included and given a leading role in the Ayawaso West Wuogon by-election. Who should we believe now? This is what you should have been. I'm sure a lot of you have been asking this question on Facebook. Easy, what do you think?
All right, so I think that it's too early for us to conclude anything. I think one other person who should be brought in is the Director of Operations, who happens to be Kwesi Fori, because he also is one other person that the East Legon District Commander actually mentioned in his testimony. He said he told him, or he approached him to ask him, why is it that he wasn't called? And he was told that he shouldn't worry about that. So I think we would want to hear from him, the DSP Kwesi Fori, and before we can actually conclude anything, because it's one person's word against the other. And as we also know, the commission asked that the Accra Region Police Commander get back and furnish them with details about what exactly happened. And so I believe we'd like to hear from him before we can conclude anything.
Yes. So let's hop on to Facebook to read some of the comments. And we have Reggie Ohui, who says, but how come they are all saying different things all together? They should have communicated within themselves so they can lie together and stop this mind games. We also have Majid, who says the problem of the country is not the youth, but majority of our leaders only serving the interest of their family. And Kwabna Pino also says we need smart officers with good grammar, because communication is key. Spare us that English is not our language thing. It's rather allowing these politicians to make a fool out of them.
And then Ibn Adam says this is also another incompetency. I think the police should be communicating through should not be communicating through WhatsApp, because it says looks like our security personnel are just tea drinkers, nothing more, nothing less. They're just lying an incompetent bunch. That's unfair. Ifwabeki says Evans now the advisor to the commissioner. Anyway, where from this? Okay, I don't think Evans was slurring like you said. Okay, Kwejo says the man has really been honest to the commission and also shown maturity in answering his questions. He has gained my trust and respect. And ELC says this man should be sacked immediately for communicating security issues through WhatsApp. Christian Alan Agre says sometimes I lose hope, but with these commission members and some few people with integrity, I'm okay, 30%. Emery says, I think he knows how to present it. I like him for, he's the kind of leaders we need in our country. God have mercy on our motherland.
Well, away from that, have we returned to the era of Dumsor? That's the question on the minds of some Ghanaians, especially those in Accra. Due to the frequent interaction of power supply in the last few days, here are some views from the streets of Accra.
Well, I think it's for Santa. Last week we experienced light of once. In last week it was about less than 1 hour. He came back, but a friend who is also staying there told me that there was light before. I was always active in the workplace, so she told me that there was light before the evening time, was lasted for about an hour. Yeah, in the afternoon time. But I experienced it in the evening time from 6:30 to 7:30. Then, yeah.
Once every week. It goes for 3 hours. Normally it starts at 6 p.m. Probably to 9.
It's been better, even though I do leave house early in the morning and then get back in the evening. At times I do have a complaint that there has been a blackout. At times less than 1 hour, but it goes and then comes. It goes and then comes, yeah.
And I say it's on the light system now. Lately, we have been experiencing power outage. It goes on and off, and I wonder if this is how it's going to be. This past Saturday, it went off the whole day. It was in the evening that it was restored, but that didn't last.
Right, so the questions are about Dumso. Well, I have some information that there's some load shedding taking place. Maybe not on the grand scale as we've known it, but yes, there happens to be some load shedding, and people have complained, and it's true that there's something happening. We will get to your Facebook comments and get to find out what you're saying before then.
Now it's time for us to read our Facebook comments. Is Dumso really back? And we have Menka Charles who says, the minister will say no, but in reality, yes. And Gabriel Achu says, oh, yes, so it's back. And that's from Gabriel Achu.
All right, and then Bogbolu says, oh yeah, it's usually on Fridays and Saturdays since the last 2 weeks. Hianver Kwesi Isaac says, no, we have not. It's a technical fault. As we speak now, I have one. So don't worry, cry, it will come. Gameli says, Kojo Nkrumah is doing by force electrification. It's doing by force electrification for its people. That is why. Walanyo says, I don't think so. It's just a power interruption in some parts of the country. But Jeremiah says, no Dumso for now. We have stable power supply 24/7. Tofik Issa says, yes, in my area, it seems like it has been set to go off every evening at between 5 and 6 p.m. and come on at 11 or 12 p.m., sometimes 2 a.m. And Adrius Jekete says, Dumso is back here in Kumasi, precisely Jisu and its environs.
Now, I have heard stories of women who crave the smell of fecal matter during pregnancy. Some of these women, trust me, say it's common to crave odd food combinations or things they have never wanted to eat. What are some of the crazy things women crave during pregnancy? Let's watch this.
I like fruit, so when I was pregnant, I like apple particular. So when I heard when I take the apple, I'll be okay, and then my child will be bouncing. No, not at all. Once in a while, I used to take fruit.
Mine was a little different because the time I was pregnant, I wasn't craving for anything. It's just that I felt tired and all that, but I eat normal. It doesn't have any complication on the child.
I was usually craving for TZs, and I'm one person that likes pepper, food with pepper. So anything with pepper, I was okay with it. Well, it didn't. Maybe because I'm already in the health sector, I knew what was good and what wasn't good for my child. Yes.
My friend, she told me, for her when she was pregnant, she craved for ice, like that ice. And so when she does that, she says she gets some relief, and because also it comes with some kind of heat in her system, and so when she takes the ice, she feels relieved, and she also thinks that it gives her comfort. Yes, but for the baby, I don't really know what it does to the baby, but I know for her, it gives her comfort.
I had problem drinking cold water, so anytime I had to drink water, I had to warm it a bit before I could drink it. It didn't have any effect on us. Not really, because that's what the moment demanded. So you do it not too much, but you have to think about the baby and do it in moderation.
All right, so let's get onto Facebook and get to find out. I can't ask you, Selena, what you crave for when you get pregnant, because you're not pregnant.
Yes,
so if you've never been
not,
pregnant before.
In some years to come, maybe I would crave something. We have Oliver Opoku, who says, last year my brother's wife asked for pizza, and she wants it from no other Pizza Hut but the one at Accra Mall. Just when I left Teshi and was almost at the mall, she changed her mind to roasted plantain with groundnuts. I was shocked. Thank God that baby came out last month and we are now free. Joyce Nkrumah also says, pregnancy and craziness. I remember being pregnant with my second child in New York and craving for the smell of a very old soil building in my village at Juansa with, she says, WT nonsense. Well, that's her craving.
Evelyn Mauli says, I was chewing ice cubes like no one's business. In the 8th month, I couldn't go without ayelo. Something I never like her. It's interesting. And Ske says, when my wife gets pregnant, I'm leaving the house for 9 solid months so that she won't tell me she will drink frog soup. Annie Morris says, she told me she'll eat fufu and shito. I didn't get it, so she asked me to buy Indomie and light soup. Bang Nigon says, I know a woman who was used to... Okay, let's move on. Kwame Ed says, I don't know why, but I don't like being around pregnant women. Benjamin Kojo says, most of them crave for petty fights and single men to insult. Oh, really? Okay. Stella says, charcoal, plenty pepper with banku without fish. Baya Jeremiah says, feeling too emotional, restless. And Paco says, my brother's wife told him she wants a crab with kinky around 2 a.m. Really? Sani Abdul says, vomiting and lying everywhere like she has no bone in her body. Wow.
Well, that's all we have for today's edition of Joy News Interactive with me, Selina Mampo.
All right, thank you very much, Selina. It's been nice having you around. And